That's when I stumbled across.
Okay, the
Across
page.
them. One I want to what that I know for sure.
Yeah.
Lórí popsicle dọ̀tí ṣí ní wọ́n ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù máa gbọ́dọ̀ wọ́n ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù ní.
Ìyẹn dẹ̀ ní gbọ́n.
Which is that I should ask for it for. Okay, it's coming.
To my girls. Not us videoing
My
ourselves.
girls. What's the meal? Okay.
She went to get her charger.
No, it become like 3 of you. This, like, six
Sorry, start over.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this is full face of.
Full face of Nigerian makeup brands.
Okay.
Yeah, I had.
How many hours later?
This is about 8. Is it 8? 1 at 8. I got dressed like 8 a.m. this morning, so. And it's like 8 a.m. now, past 7.
Okay,
Anyways,
Like 12 hours.
can you put us on the product?
anyways, setting the aside skincare. Okay, then the next thing is my mattifying sweat block, which is from Mismetics. Then my foundation is Blossom. My concealer is Digial. My blush thing is Blossom also. What else is on my face? My powder palette is the Digial powder palette. So I use a combination of like 3 colors: the darkest to bronze, the one in the middle to powder my face, and then like 2 lighter shades for my highlighter. I think that's basically it. Where should I start? My eyebrows are David's pencil, but the brow gel is got to be, so that's the reason it's a Nigerian product. My setting spray, I got it from Makeup Fair. I honestly cannot remember the name. I will check and probably like tag it. And that's pretty much it. The setting spray is Juba, that I know. Yeah. Lip, same thing, Davis. The gloss, I can't remember. It was a gift from my friend. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all.
Okay, would you say there's any particular technique that you apply or you use that keeps your makeup?
What that thing is process.
Yeah, but sometimes it's process of a product, but I feel like there are some techniques that you use that maybe helps your concealer not to cake, helps your foundation not to break,
Or like for you not to sweat.
So to be honest, I went to makeup school. I went to House of Tara because it was on my street at like 17, 18. So I pretty much know my face. And then I advanced over time. So I watch a lot of Jackie Aina, Any Given Sunday. Is it Any Given Sunday?
Yeah,
Is it Any Given Sunday?
Yeah,
Okay, and Makeup Shayla. So I just pick up a lot of. But I won't lie, I know my face. My makeup stays the exact way all the time. Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
So are we getting any makeup there anytime?
I've said it already now. What else?
This is a product over.
Okay, technical process. Alright, no problem. I promise you guys.
When?
That's the one I don't know.
Around, like, give us a timeline.
You put it on your YouTube.
Next
so that
month.
you have to rush it.
Next month.
Next month.
April.
So we're holding on to her next month. She has to give us makeup tutorial. Thank you. And who were we with?
Kaka. Bye.
From any business. This can be have around 50 to
3, 2, 1, action.
It's rough, that's on the stuff. Then also like different things, like how did you now know, okay, I want to focus on this thing? Apart from saying you had no choice, like do you have like a moment where you just decided or just kept going and then it came to you? Do you understand? So I tried it all and I feel like a lot of things. So there's no, so now from where I'm standing now, I can answer that you should know the things that are nice to know, that you just like it, right? Certain things can just be hobbies, right? You don't necessarily need to find some purpose out of it, right? Certain things can be that you would also just try and fail first of all before you even know. Certain things can be that you will try multiple times because somehow you keep going back to it, and that's like the fashion aspect for me, right? That's I tried multiple times, I failed multiple times, but somehow my heart still goes back to it, right? So I can't stand here and tell you that, oh, this and what it is, or none of those ideas that you have are not valid. And sometimes you just need to find a binder for everything. Like I said, so my PR agency allows me that, right? I do production for movies, I produce talk shows, you're in marketing, so it's not one way, right? My love for writing, I've written a book on influencer marketing. You write press releases, you write articles. I wrote a book at some point for plus size girlies. It was just my experience, so find an anchor that holds all of those things. If you like African philosophy, right, you can start, in terms of your marketing, you can look for brands that need all of those things, right, both internationally and local. So I think you need to find a binder that combines all of those things, but also know when certain things are just seasonal and are hobbies. You don't need That's clarity for me. Thank you. Was that? So phone, thank you, baby. Phone is not doing it for me right now. It's bad. But it's a bit insane at this point. Hi guys. So I'm so grateful, guys. But we have a couple of sizes. Where are my plus size babies? I don't understand. Like, you guys are part of the DNA of the brand. Because your favorite dress is in a size 24, we have in a size 18. There is a 16 of the flame dress. There is every size. Cut that out.
In that case,
Tomorrow.
yeah, sure, that's fine.
Just
Iced tea or iced coffee, what would you see and clothing brand? I actually know Kaka's PR agency. They do all the PR for the Mom Fund. If anybody had heard about the Mom Fund, shout out to Kaka and her PR agency. Actually, guys, this would be a great time to meet other entrepreneurs. Wano Design and Furniture, welcome, Wafa. Try and start building one from today. It is your business survival fund.
like the best part, just come and be over. The next day is like the smallest day of the event. It's not necessarily an NGO, so a lot of things are. Our work is changing. It's changing. I mean, it has changed. Which one? Public relations.
There's
The just thing about my last post was me giving it like the last piece of grit in me today. Like I woke up and it was already on my schedule to shoot Fluid Freedom today, and every other thing just went wrong. And even with like my body physically, I'm physically tired. I've been doing 75 hard and I'm physically tired. I'm bloated for no reason. It's like a bit insane, right? And then the thing that why I wore that dress is like I got a burst of energy from the colors, and that was why it was so important to me to include colors in every collection, or even in the brand ethos of House of OT, because it really does something to the body. I've changed to black now. As much as I love black, sometimes, right, it's just a Debbie Downer. And I wore the black, I shot it, and then I'm like, my energy is like back right down. It's just something that colors does. And sometimes, honestly, when I want to prove to yourself that I can do it, sometimes just go and sit and sleep. Because I don't know. I really don't know. Welcome to another day in the life of a PR agency founder. So today is a brand trip. Team Ring. Brand trip, and I'm here earlier. I left my house about like 5:30 a.m. so that I have to get here earlier. So I'm just prepping with the team. They already have all of the itineraries and stuff, but we just need to make sure everything is fine upon arrival. So I guess that's what this vlog will be about. Okay. So they're picking them up by 11, right?
Yeah.
So all things being equal, I think 1 they should be here, I guess. So there are 8 of them.
Okay.
And then 2 people per room.
Okay.
So that's the pairing, which is we have Henrietta and Tolu.
Okay.
This one, your face is shining like this.
Okay. 8 person, 2 per room.
Yes.
Okay.
Henrietta and Tolu, 1 person in 1 room. Jara and Cassandra.
Okay. Jara and Cassandra.
1 room. Then who else? Onope and Laura.
Onope. Okay.
Onaope.
Okay. And
Laura.
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 Okay.
Who's the last person? Tai and Dodo.
Tai and
Dodo. Dodo.
Okay.
Then Tai is Chai.
He's like this now. Like this? Yeah. He's not showing.
This is my work. Your work, okay? Work is when she started fully.
And the side now, but I just had to make it.
Day 2 of the lobster staycation, and it's in the morning trying to set up yoga for sunrise. So spend day 2.
Get her well. Come like here. Yeah.
You have to stand up again.
Yeah, you do that.
Hope you guys had English has failed me. A great time at Lobster Beach Club. Yeah. I can't hear. We had. Anyway, so Lobster Beach Club, as it is mostly for rest. So it's not necessarily like your party destination. It's geared towards creatives, 9-to-5 entrepreneurs. Just take yourself out of the heart of Lagos for a while and live zen. And I'm sure you guys have totally experienced everything. And I hope you leave with that feeling of rest, basically. And aside that, you guys have been so amazing. Thank you guys for honoring me. I don't think I did. I DM'd and WhatsApp you guys, and then you are here. I'm so grateful. And I hope you guys had a good time. You guys have been amazing with each other. Every time I do this thing, I'm always reaffirmed that this is my calling, but I pay you. I pay you, right? But thank you so much, and then enjoy the rest of your stay. Though I've not forgotten you're leaving 7 a.m. It's fine. It's fine. No, she's you are home. You are here. Anyways, let's just have fun. It's a good night, and then enjoy yourself. Thank you. Thank you, Daka. It's like, Actually, okay now. This is literally see what started this. Honestly.
Yeah, like, you must be crying now. Clearly.
Alright, so please, there are 2 envelopes. Hold on. Okay.
See how lovely this looks. This looks super stunning.
Because what I find is that culturally,
for the first 5 people. Hello. Okay, so I will play Abby, and all of you are laughing. There are many people who would walk up here, and the first thing you would see is that they want, and your visibility is power. So please start today. The room is waiting for you. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Digial. A big round of applause. You can't keep it happening for her like that after the heavy. Well, God.
My boss.
I don't trust you. Go down, let me speak from here. I don't
Okay, so your boss.
My voice is that's the best one.
I've got 2 gorgeous and influential ladies sitting in front of me. So first off, we have media personality and host known for turning conversations into cultural moments with a strong presence in digital storytelling and live events. Please welcome Ifeoma. Good afternoon. Ifeoma.
Francis, no. Why?
Can't be serious for anything. Hashtag you can't take me anywhere. Welcome Ifeoma. How are you
Hi
doing?
Francis, I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you. And of course, Kafilat Salisu. I feel like I want to call her your name.
Yes,
I'll behave myself. PR strategist and entrepreneur with a decade of experience in shaping brand narratives and driving impactful campaigns. Still those who they carry 8 influencers to Ibiza. They carry 8. She's the one who now she don't do it. So today's conversation is basically about turning visibility into opportunity. And in this, should I call it current climate or space that we're in now, if you're not on social media in some shape, form or capacity, it feels like you're leaving money on the table. So where do we start? Value versus visibility. How do we define both? And are people confusing this? Kathy, let's start with you.
Where am I starting? Anyways, so what is the question itself is?
Yeah, so are people confusing value versus mistaking value for?
Definitely, people are confusing value and visibility. But in our climate today, somehow value is not necessarily appreciated. So there's some level of visibility that sort of takes you higher than a person with value. Unfortunately, it is really just what it is. So
I concur.
And she didn't. The painful part is that I don't think she lied. There's no lie there. What's your take on this?
I totally agree with her because it now makes it look like
to have sense is not necessary.
Okay.
So like, because people want to, it's now more about like the views than the value. It's now more about the visibility than the value. So when somebody wants to bring value and see that, okay, if I bring value, people will really appreciate it. They'll be like, no, to hell with value. Let me just do whatever for visibility. So I totally agree with what she's saying.
So this is basically a case of us, because I feel like I've said this several times, where it's like the consumers now are maybe platforming nonsense. We're celebrating rubbish. We're also rewarding it, monetary value even. We're giving them celebrity labels and status. So it's now like, okay, me self, I want to make it. Me self, I won't buy motor now. I won't build us for Banana Island too now. So it's like, oh, this is the song and dance, so I need to do it as well. Whereas the person who actually is taking time to build something or leave some type of impact is just forgotten, or you're speaking English.
But it's actually tell you life is too serious. Like, why should I be watching this video? Life is too serious.
Okay, so what do we then say to a person who has something to say and has impact, right? But has to break in some way, shape, or form, because it seems like this is now the only avenue to get your voice heard.
So at the end of the day, right, value would always tell, because when the visibility is so much and there's no value, it becomes noise. So the same way you went up is almost the same way you're going to go down. And the only thing that can sustain you is some form of value at some point in time that people can hold on to. Some people are quite lucky. They can rebrand it to another set of rubbish, and then it just picks up. But the one thing about that is there's audacity and personality of some sort that resonates with people. So when people are talking about, people are receiving it, so you are still valuable to the person receiving it. So our version of value is different from another person's version of value. So most of the time, people think in their bubble and their own ecosystem, but you always have to take. Certain things can happen. I'm like, oh, I am not the target audience, but for somebody else's value. So
oh my goodness.
When for somebody else's value, it's never like a one size fits all. But at some point, it's almost like, if somebody is not valuable, and there's nobody that is not valuable, but in that context, it's either they like your personality, it's either you just do something stupid and they like you for actually being stupid and pushing you till the end of your life. There's something always involved. Is he always good? Is he always right? That's the question. But there's always something in it for someone. So if you, in terms of value, and if you're coming from an angle of responsibility or ethics, that's a different conversation entirely. But if we're being very vague and say value, somebody or the other is valuable to somebody.
Yeah, true.
Honestly, I feel like she's just opened my head in it totally. I've never thought about it this way, because like you said, everyone just has their own perspective or views. Like, no, sir, you are clearly doing rubbish. But someone is celebrating.
I find it interesting. So like, it's value.
Yeah. So everybody has like their own audience.
Yeah.
And you need to understand. So another thing I'll just like to add to what she said is, quality will always be better than quantity. And now, being in the ecosystem that we are, new people emerge every time. So if you're a person of value, I don't think a person of value can easily fade away. And a person the person just has visibility but no value, because the truth is there'll be new people who always bring the visibility. So because you don't have value, you won't last. So visibility doesn't last, but value always lasts. Because somebody who has value, as she said, he or she has his or her audience, and they will always stick to the person, no matter how long you decided to be in that space to do that particular thing. You always have your audience, as opposed to somebody who just has visibility. Attention shifts, especially now that we're in the space of short attention span. Everybody's going for the next viral content and everything. So you can be viral today and people will literally forget about you in the next week because there's something else that came up. So I think in as much as value is not so appreciated right now, if you're someone of value, no matter how frustrating it can get at some point, I feel like just still keep at it, because as she said, your audience.
But how long does one need to keep on keeping on? I feel like everybody can kind of relate to this. Anyone who's tried something and you have this conviction that, okay, what I'm doing makes sense. Let's be honest, when you know. Sometimes you don't need someone to tell you, oh my God, I feel like you can validate yourself, like, because it's clearly something useful. But then it's like, okay, when do I need to go back to the drawing board? Because I also feel like it's foolish spending so much time on a particular thing and then you're not seeing results.
Yeah.
What's the time cap? How do you say, you know what, this thing, let's close shop?
So for that, right, this is where people now miss it, because everything, whether visibility, whether value, whether it's a means to an end.
Okay.
So if you don't know what you are doing this thing for,
What the end is supposed to be.
so that is where people already miss it, and then you are just scrambling around, and then you don't know. Even as much as you might know your end, or sometimes you don't even know, but there's something that is keeping you going that you want to sort of achieve. That way you can kind of weigh what your timeline can look like. And half of the time, if you're living just content and visibility, okay, it has to be tied to something. So what are you achieving along the line? Where is this thing taking you to? What exactly do you want to do? For some people, it's just I want to be famous, and that's fine. With some people, I want to build a brand. That's fine. For some people, in short, I just want to be creating content for my happiness. That's okay. That's okay too. So at the end of the day, like, the frustration will come from not knowing why you're doing this.
Lack of clarity.
But even within that clarity, there's always going to be frustration. So whether you are doing something or not, you're going to be frustrated. Like, that's just make peace with it. You're going to be frustrated. Some people have it better than others, right? Some people get to the stage faster than others. You just have to also know when to reevaluate the value that you have. Does this align with what I want? Is this going in the right direction? Do I have to pivot at some point? And then also, if we're using the context of people who want to make money from content creation, at the end of the day, like, we're in Nigeria, so have something else. Even people that make millions on a regular don't have just one stream of income. So, like, look at your ecosystem first of all before you now get frustrated. And some people, they just don't want to like you, and you probably never blow.
I just want to add.
Say the last thing you said again. Sorry.
I want to add something to what she said. So I'm going to be adding to it.
So I just finished my radio interview now, and I'm off to a client meeting.
Nancy Sime of 10 years from now.
Women's economic empowerment. You're very close.
With that, everything that is.
You love and love, I wanna reach you.
You want.
I am my father's daughter, Adeze, the first daughter of the king. And they say that it takes a king to birth a princess. So what?
Thank you so much for coming. I didn't know you were going to. Me, are you sure? I've asked them, I said I'm outside.
You're being too reactive to what's on top. You have to look back and actually treat what is.
It's what?